Alright everybody, welcome to Shadowrun Hong Kong. Yeah, this game, I played a little bit of it because I wanted to see what it was all about before I started here. It's basically D&D Cyberpunk fantasy madness. So you guys probably remember me playing Neverwinter Nights at some point. This game is like that, but with more of a cyberpunk feel. We're going to play on easy because I can do that. We're going to play as a dude because I can do that. Let's see, humans, elves, dwarves, orcs, and trolls. Let's do elf because I love elves. And I am going to do, see, I was just coming in here and like just looking around at things, just seeing what it was all about. But we're going to do our own custom looking character. Oh no, I wanted to be a dude, not a girl. I need to learn my signs apparently. This is a penis, remember. Okay. Okay, let's find my face. And you can choose your face just like in Neverwinter Nights. You can go through the pictures and choose your face. I kind of settled on this guy. I thought it was cute. So we're going to be him. This guy's hair is kind of like that already. It's got like that. It's really hard to tell because they're like tiny. No auto, only custom. Let's see here. I am a pale child, but I'm going to give him a slight been out in the sun look. And I have a like a wide mohawk, like a Kamsky mohawk with an undercut. So we're going to kind of do that a little bit. He doesn't have the undercut, but he has a ponytail. That's all I care about. Hair color can stay black because this guy's hair is black. He doesn't have a beard. I think this is eye color. Is this eye? What is this? What is this? Why won't you let me do what I want? This is mine. I'm allowed to do things. Why won't let me change it? What is this madness? Yeah, I know, but it won't let me change this. Is this like some nightmare where I'm not allowed to change things? Fine, whatever. Karma represents the experience characters earn while running the shadows and achieving goals. Karma is used to improve attributes and skills. An attribute or skill rating can be increased by spending karma. So basically, if something says you need a 4 to get more of a point, like more of a body thing, then you have to have 4 points of karma. That's what it's saying. It's just like leveling up. Okay, we're gonna make our dude one tough SOB. So let's give him some sick ass body points here. I want him to be able to body anyone who comes near him. I want his charisma to be high because I feel like talking is important. I mean, right. Conjuring, spirit summoning. Ooh, I like spirit summoning. That sounds sexy. Let's do that. I like being able to talk big. Okay, let's do Shadowrunner because that is what the game is about. Confirm. Let's see. Let's have him be intelligent because everyone likes a highly intelligent elf, am I right? Biotech, decking. So does that mean I can like control these? Ooh, drone control sounds important. Biotech sounds like a good thing to have the smarts in. I think. Strength. I want to be able to body people. I want people to be like, damn, she hits hard. Throwing weapons. Let's do melee. I feel like I just want to be able to punch the shit out of people because I think that would be fun for me. I love sword fighting. I think it's fun. So we'll make our guy be able to just fuck anyone who gets in our way. What is this? Quickness. Quickness is probably important because that means that if someone tries to fuck with you, then you're good to done. Ranged combat. I do love ranged combat. Let's give ourselves a 2 in ranged combat, but with some sniper rifleage. What else do we have? Intelligent. Wisdom. I feel like you don't have to be, you know, wise all the time. This is basically like what my D&D character is. They don't have, oh, this is willpower, not wisdom. My D&D character is not a wise person. They're an intelligent person, but they're not a wise person, which I think is hilarious. They're like, I'm not smart. I mean, I'm not wise. I'm smart, but I'm not wise. Cyberware affinity. So I can use better cyberware. That's probably a good thing to have. So I don't have enough to really do anything else with. I guess I can put more in strength if I want to, or I can put some in willpower, which might be smart, but I think I'm just gonna put it in strength because I just want to smack the piss out of people. Let's confirm this. Ooh, I get another one. Let's do gang. Oh, sorry, if you can hear me moving around, I do apologize. Let's do gang. Shadowrunner and gang sound smart, I guess. First name, I'm gonna name this character after my D&D character, Octalados is actually a tiefling rogue. Street name, because I watched B&A recently, will be this little wolf. Which yes. Yes, we're in. As you guys know, I'm a huge fan of Neverwinter Nights. It's one of my favorite things in the whole entire universe to play. The reason I stopped playing it, I was streaming it before, the reason I stopped streaming it was because my computer, my PC, sort of act like my big fucking desktop, started to act like a total dickhead. And then I kept having someone come onto my stream, like telling me how to do everything, and I was like, okay.
Remember the day I took you and Duncan off the streets?
Sorry, what's this?
I told you that the past is just a story, that if you can just accept that, your past loses all power over you.
This is our first story, by the way, yeah. Talking.
I was wrong. I'm on my way to Hong Kong now, to finish something I should have faced a long time ago. And I need you with me. I know we're not blood, and we didn't leave things in a good place.
Oh, that guy looks fucking hardcore.
You
Does he have a
and
robot
Duncan are
mustache?
the only real family I have.
Slightly jealous. Oh no, he doesn't. Okay, there's just shadows. Never mind.
If our past means anything to you,
Just all these guys fucking waltz in here like, hey old man. And he's like, oh shit. I'm fucked.
I'm begging you. I'm almost out of time.
Yeah, Shadowrun Hong Kong. I've been wanting to play the tabletop version of this because I've been playing D&D. And I'm like, yeah, Cyberpunk D&D sounds fucking amazing. I mean, you're like fantasy creatures in a cyberpunk world. That's like everyone's dream, right? To be like a modified elf. I mean, or a modified tiefling even. Oh my god, that shit would be so fucking hardcore. I'd be all over that. Hard landing. Raymond Black, the old man, gave you a home once, took you and Duncan off the gang-ridden streets of the Barrens, sheltered, educated, slapped sense into you both until you almost resembled productive members of society. And then you took off, left it all behind, landed behind bars for a time, tried to start a new life after that. It's been 8 years since you've heard Raymond's voice, until out of the blue you got this cryptic message, a plea for help. Meet me in Hong Kong right away, and wire to your account enough Nguyen to pay for the flight and then some. The descent is rough. A squall comes out of nowhere, sending a solid sheet of rain punching into the suborbital transport. With a ragged shudder, the plane finally skids to a halt at the edge of the Check-Lapcock tarmac. An hour and an interminable number of emotionless security checkpoints later, you hail a water taxi to Victoria Harbor. Hong Kong looms ahead, pulsing with energy. Right now I'm using my laptop, which is amazing. So that guy, that's not Raymond, sorry. That's our foster brother. You step from the churning of the water taxi to the ponderous rocking of the docks, your stomach lurching at the transition. As soon as you're clear, the captain nods once and steers the small craft back into the harbor. The man never said a word, just handed you a worn brown duffel bag when you stepped on board, filled with gear, some stiff new body armor, and a note. Better safe than sorry. D. We're gonna just call him Daniel. Or Duncan. Oh, maybe our brother, just fucking sent it to us, and he could have given it to us here, but whatever. He's like, oh, shit, that's right, I was supposed to meet you here. Above, smog-thick clouds hang low in the sky, reflecting the light of the city in nauseating swirl. The wind changes direction more than once, creating a heady stew of aromas, diesel, sea salt, street food, and filth. It's all you can do to keep your in-flight meal where it belongs. Two figures stand waiting in the dim light of the pier. The first is an orc, lean, with an in-your-face muscles and a jaw made to break fists. The second is an elf, one hand resting casually against her hip. Raymond Black is nowhere to be seen. Well, don't you look like shit? Duncan Wu, the closest thing you have to a brother. You haven't seen the man in 8 years, still as charming as ever. He grins. Green's not really your color, Octa. It doesn't go with the nice new armor I got you. As you open your mouth to respond, something shifts alarmingly in your stomach, a liquid bubbling sensation. We're gonna tough it out since we got some fucking body points. Don't know what you're talking about. Must be the harbor lights messing with you. Must be. Guess you've still got some of your old fortitude at least. He laughs. Considering how much synthahol, that sounds delicious. Considering how much synthahol we used to put down, I'd be surprised you couldn't handle a little chop. Anyway, we gotta go find Raymond. Where's the old man? Never showed up. He's still got that same baritone rasp. Had it since he was 12. Wu developed early. When was the last time you saw him? A few weeks ago, before I got this message telling us to meet him here. I've been working a lot, so I hadn't really been by the house in a while. How was he? The orc bows his head, his voice sounds far away. He's not the same, Octa. Raymond hasn't been himself in a long time. How so? He's been restless, staying in his study inside his own head a lot, and he barely sleeps anymore. I've been worried about him, but I haven't figured out what to do about it. He looks up at you and shrugs. And I didn't have a brother to turn to. Hell, wasn't too sure you were even alive still until Raymond managed to track down your number. The woman standing beside him breaks in. We should get going, Duncan. Head back to the meeting point in case your dad shows up. Copy that, Sarge. They're wearing Lone Star body armor. Looks like Duncan Wu's gone private police. You're his partner? Unfortunately, yes. Although partner's not the right word for it exactly. I like superior officer better. She grins. I let him carry my coffee for me, write my parking tickets, that kind of thing. The woman taps her chest with an armored finger. Carter. I figure I could use some backup. Didn't know what Raid got himself into, and I wasn't sure you were going to show up. It's a toss-off remark, but there's an undercurrent of resentment in it. You got something you want to say? Nope. He shakes his head. Hey, look, I'm glad you're here, Octa. Seriously. But I'm gonna need some time to get used to having you around again. Been a while since I heard from you, know what I mean? Memories of sleepless nights and lockup flash by, wondering if you'd ever see Duncan or Raymond again, wondering if you even wanted to. And then stepping out into the daylight, suddenly free, the fallout of some obscure corporate restructuring, a few hundred yuan worth of apology from your former jailers, and a decision to start a new life, to leave the past behind, all of it, until now. I know I've been out of touch. Wu stares at you, his goggles reflecting the harbor lights. You could say that, yeah. He scans the waterfront, frowning. Let's just find Raymond. He was supposed to meet us in the plaza on the other side of this pier. The sooner we find him, the sooner you can all have a big happy family reunion over dinner. Carter grins. And the sooner I can find a place to get a drink around here. Damn right. Ahead of you, Hong Kong rises serpent-like from the sea. Government and megacorp coil together, writhing in their basket of institutionalized corruption. No one can tell where the snake's body ends and its tail begins. That's what Raymond used to say. Duncan turns and starts down the pier. Carter follows. All right. Can't keep the team alive. Oh my gosh, so much responsibility. Well, we're gonna go with that. What is that? Was that a dog? Oh, it's a robot. It's like a drone. Is that mine? Is that yours? Whose is that? Can I have it? I want it. Fresh construction is expanding the harbor out into the water. Corporate interests can afford to create new streets. It's like a floating city type, like, dealio. Nothing delicious to look at over here. What about over here? Anything yummy? I don't know, there's gotta be something I can touch with my face. Go ahead and touch that with my face. Let's go do it. I has the excite. The guard shack at the end of the pier is dark and empty. Duncan gives the gate a push, but it doesn't budge. Well, punch it, you're in work. Huh, well, that was open earlier. Duncan frowns. Looks pretty solid. Shouldn't there be someone here to let us out or something? Guess we'll have to find another way to reach the plaza. Shouldn't there be someone here to let us out or something? Yeah, smells a little funny, don't it? Carter shrugs. Who knows? It's Hong Kong. Not exactly sure how things work around here. Come on, Ricky. We can cut through the construction site. I hate it when you call me that. She's like, I don't care. That's some shit I would do. Oh, come on, Ricky. He'd be like, oh, fuck you. Touch it with my face. The gate is locked, but the nearby control panel appears accessible. Carter pulls it open with a metallic screech that pierces your skull, sending a new wave of pain down to your churning stomach. She examines the control panel for a moment, then throws Wu a backward glance. Looks like there's another way off the docks, on the other side of the gate. I think I can bypass the lock. Ooh, let me use my intelligence. Let me take a crack at that. I'm the smart one. Carter steps aside to let you get to the panel. Enjoy. This is a civilian area and security is light. You bypass the door circuit with ease. The gate rattles open. That's right. Fucking amazing. You see that shit? You see that shit, Duncan? I love that my brother's name is Duncan. Oh, it auto-saved. Uh-oh. That's never good. Anytime that shit happens, you know some fucking shit's about to go down. Movement. Enemy turn. Shouting in Cantonese. More Cantonese, too quick to catch. That guy didn't have anything to say. The group on the docks was fishing a package out of a speedboat when you surprised them. Now the package is at the bottom of the bay, and the speedboat is disappearing into the distance. They close on you, red-faced and yelling. The light of the harbor glints off of their weapons as they approach. The leader shouts something in Cantonese, but it's too fast to make out. You're rusty. It's been years since Raymond's house and the language lessons that wouldn't end. The old man never spoke anything but his native language at home. Wu speaks with authority. His Cantonese is as solid as ever. He never let it drop. You guys doing some late-night fishing? The smuggler smiles. Oh yeah, we're fishing for assholes. Wu points at the weapons. You're gonna need some better bait. All you're gonna catch with that is trouble. Whispers to Duncan. Seriously, did they teach you that in rent-a-cop school? He'd be like, fuck you. Like, fuck you, dude. Let's see. Whisper to Duncan. Try your Cantonese. Lone Star, lay down your weapons. I'm gonna do this. I feel like sassing my brother is the best option. Seriously, did they teach you that in a rent-a-cop school? He turns to you with a smile starting on his face, then he thinks better of it, turns back to the smugglers. Wu flashes his badge. Lone Star, put the guns down. The smuggler squints at Wu's badge and smiles at his friends. Never seen a badge like that before. Either it's fake or you're some kind of security guard. He grasps his rifle. Either way, this ends the same. I think he's done talking. Carter's like, this is fucking bullshit. We are now in turn-based combat, so we're just gonna get to it. Oh, sweet mother of God. Let's go fuck some shit up. I should go punch that bitch. Ooh, I can punch him in the face. Who doesn't want to punch someone in the face? I want to move over here, behind cover first. Duck down, because you're smart. Oh, that is mine. His name is Doberman Mark II. I like that. Let's do some ranged combat. Let's see if we can't just shoot this dildo in the face. Oh, we got him. Very nice. Duncan, my bro. Come over here and mess some shit up. Do you mind? He's also a good fist fighter, so. And Carter. We're going to bring you right here. Shoot this guy. Magic. I missed. I'm too far away. What about my robot? Ow. Oh, that's right. I upped my constitution, so I'm not fucking dead. So I'm just gonna come over here and punch people in the face? That doesn't sound like a good idea at all. That sounds like you're just fucking hankering for some murder. What is this? Simple drone repair kit. Oh, here we go. I want him to control you, though? That's what I want to know. Oh, there we go. Let's go over here and mess this guy up. Let's do that. Let's go fuck this guy up right here. I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna fuck him up. End this whole day. Let's go end this whole day. Was it still my turn? Delicious. Let's do this first. Rip. Duncan's like, you wanna go? You wanna fist fight me of all people? Body blow. Damage 5. We're gonna do a body blow to this fool who thinks he can step up. Duncan is supposed to be like super fucking tough, so we're just gonna mess this guy's whole day up. Alright, we need to move her closer. So we're gonna move her right here. And what's this? Strip armor. Just like that, you're like a normal person. No. Missed? Lame. No, don't touch my robot like that. That's rude. Yeah. Nice. Let's go here. And we're going to heal the robot because he's my good boy. Enough AP, the fuck does that mean? Oh, what? What? No, reload you dingus. I'm gonna shoot someone in the face. Shoot you. I missed. Oh, there we go. What is that? Do it. Repair thyself. Yeah. That's right. Oh, is that guy dead? You need your gun. Let's just blast that guy in the face. What? He's still not dead? You see he's not a dead man yet? Better walk up and punch him in the face too. Boom! Oh, Duncan, you beast. He ain't fucking around. He ain't fucking around. Who's that? You should run. That's what I would do. If it was me, I would already be gone. Oh, what? It took my I'm like 2 feet. But it didn't care. Duncan, let's do some more sniping, bro. Oh. Duncan's a fucking madman when it comes to this shit. We did it. Fuck yeah. Do you think those guys were triad? I'm like, I don't know, but they were annoying. Just say some shit. Nah. Oh, and he's like, I don't know, I did tattoos. I don't think so. He would know. He would know. He's a cop. I'm just a random guy who came here to see my foster father and my foster brother. And now I'm in some shit because I believe in the power of family. Okay, but I also believe that my brother is tired of my fucking garbage. I don't know. I was in prison. So he doesn't know. Yeah, we're gonna take this illegal stuff. My brother's a cop. He's just like, that's illegal. I'm like, I don't care. Another gate panel. This one's been vandalized and busted up good. A real nightmare of a repair job. Wu stares at the fence, considering. Loops and whirls of razor wire glitter in the lamplight. Looks edged with monofilament. The corporations here don't screw around. Duncan and I have hopped plenty of fences before. It'll be fine. She smirks. No, it won't. They use this kind of concertina on prison walls back in the UCAS. Goes through bone like a propeller through sea foam. Duncan nods his agreement. We aren't touching it. How about it, Carter? Think you can get the gate open? She winks at him. What do you think? She eyeballs the job. It'll take me a few minutes, though. Frowning, she leans in to get a closer look at the mangled fuse box. A few seconds later, she starts pulling wires and yanking fuses, a lot of intense concentration on her face. She's competent. In Cantonese, Octa. He sounds like Raymond when he does that. The pin of my aunt is sitting on the end table. Satisfied? She's competent. I'll just say it again in Cantonese. I know. She runs the riot squad I'm assigned to. He continues in Cantonese. We speak only Cantonese from now on, just like we did when we lived at Raymond's. Those endless drills are about to pay off. Just like at Raymond's. He nods once satisfied, then turns his back and scans the horizon. At least you can still handle yourself in a fight. Did you doubt it? His back's still to you. Nope. He's like, he's not even looking at me, which is a lie, because his back is totally not to me. I can fucking see him right there. Sorry. He's just like looking at me. Like, no one would think you would fucking die or anything. I just fucking good job, okay? Jesus Christ. The silence between you gets louder, heavier. Then it's broken by a sudden wailing screech. Wu's hand goes to his holster. The screech is replaced by the sound of grinding wheels. Glancing over to the console, you see Carter grinning back at you. Got it. Good job, Carter. I hear the dogs barking, but luckily I'm not home alone, so I don't have to worry about a serial killer coming in and fucking my shit. The light from the nearby vendor stall stabs into your eyes, triggering a throbbing ache in the back of your skull. You stop short, squinting, as rough voices drift in on the wind. Where's everyone else? Where's the damn shipment? Haven't seen them yet. Just got here. The voice becomes irritated. Longway's probably waiting for us, so we can haul it out of the boat for him, that lazy bastard. Let's just hang out here. Let him find us. Carter keeps her voice low. Looks like we're on a stroll through Smuggler Central. These gangers don't know we're here. We could probably just slip past. Or we could clip them. They're already looking for us. Might be better to take them out now while we've got the element of surprise on our side. While unaware hostiles are on screen, press the holster button to enter turn-based combat. I am going to just fucking leave. I think you shouldn't be so vicious, okay? I'm gonna kill everybody we come across, Carter. Okay? My dog says so. Oh, we should save it. That's a smart thing that smart people do. We're going to save game. Yeah, that's my other game I started and was like dicking around with. Because I wanted to make sure everything worked. Alright, let's go. Yeah, karma gained. Could I go back and just fuck him up and get more karma? Wouldn't it be hilarious? Where is it? I messed up. Let's go over here. Let's go touch some things that don't belong to us. Duncan. I love that my brother's name is just Duncan. And my name's Octa. I just saw, I was like, I just saw a thing. Get it. Yeah, I got money. 55 money. No, it's not. Okay. Hello, random dudes. Crossing the street, you can make out 4 shadowy figures loitering in the plaza ahead. Troll, orc, dwarf, elf. 2 men, 2 women. They're different from the smugglers on the dock. Alert, poised, professional. You can see they've made a token attempt to conceal their weapons. The unspoken message is clear. We're strapped, mind your manners. Wu stands up tall, makes that amused tone he gets whenever he's standing toe-to-toe with someone bigger. Someone who doesn't know they're about to go down. Evening, folks. You got permits for those bazookas? The thick troll pulls his mouth into a comic frown. Permits? Give me a minute. He makes a show of patting his pockets. Nope, guess not. I must have dropped mine in a dumpster along with the last idiot who stepped up to us. Oh no, I skipped dialogue. Sorry. I think it was just Duncan being all like, fucking bitch. You can almost feel Wu's cop training kick in. It's like watching a drone execute a command routine. He reaches for his rifle, brings it up quick, but it's too late. By the time it hits shoulder level, an assortment of nasty-looking ordnance is already trained on his head. Carter backs him up. She whips her arms forward, fists blazing with magical fire. Her eyes sweep the scene, darting from one figure to another. All right, everyone just be cool. The thick troll's voice is casual, amused. He shakes his gun in Wu's face. Little late for that, isn't it? I'm going to say, hold up your hands, palms out. How about no one does anything stupid? We just want to talk. The thick troll smiles big. Oh, I can see that. Your buddies are totally chill. Something we can do for you, officer? Wu's jaw tightens, but his tone stays cool and controlled. I'm looking for an old man, Raymond Black. We were supposed to meet him here. You know him? The troll nods his enormous head. Mm-hmm. Wu's voice gets an edge. You can see a vein in his temple start to pulse. Where is he? Carter sees it too. Keeps her voice neutral. Easy, Duncan. The troll maintains amused eye contact, but his weapon stays trained on Wu. That's right. Easy, Duncan. Your friend Raymond never showed. We've been waiting for the better part of an hour. Think everyone can put their guns down? You were going to meet with Raymond. Who are you? Let's do who are you. He eyes Duncan. No one you want to mess with. The orc girl chimes in. Her tone is light. She's trying to diffuse the situation. We do odd jobs. For money. So you were his tour guides, right? The troll's yellow-brown tusks shift into a smile again. Kinda, yeah. The old man hired us to take you on an excursion. Wu's brow furrows. Hired you? He takes a moment, looks him over. They're an odd assortment. A cyberdeck troll, an orc girl with magical fetishes, a dwarf with a cyberdeck slung on her back, and a tall elf standing behind them, quietly inscrutable. All with guns trained on Wu. Understanding spreads across Wu's face. His jaw tightens. You're Shadowrunners. The troll nods. Mm-hmm. Wu's shoulders creep up. His stance tightens. This is bullshit. Raymond would never hire Shadowrunners. They're criminals. The troll corrects him. Mercenary operatives. Preferred title. The dwarf cuts in. Her voice is soft but strong. Criminal mercenary operatives. So yeah, you were right. Your buddy Raymond was associating with a bunch of hardened criminals. The troll tosses Wu a sideways smile while staring down the barrel of his gun. Sorry to burst your bubble, Lone Star. Guess you didn't know the old man as well as you thought, huh? Wu tries to shake it off, but he's struggling to process the information. You can feel the heat coming off of him. The runners sense it too, and they tense up tight. They're keyed on Duncan, and their guns are big. The looks on their faces make it clear. One wrong beat of sweat, and Wu's going down in a red mist cloud. Carter remains completely still. Her voice is level, moderate. She's done this before. Let's all stay focused. No need for this to get ugly. She speaks quietly to Wu, who listens without turning, his focus squarely on the troll. We need to find Raymond. These are the people who can help us do that. She's right. Let's focus on Raymond. You can tell the orc girl had enough of this tension. She blurted out, The old man wanted us to take him into Koban Walled City. She waves a hand at the three of you. You too. Two large rats clinging to her hip and shoulder poke their heads out of the folds of her clothing. They fix their beady eyes on you intently. You know the walled city? Slum, right? I've heard of it. The girl sneers, rolling her eyes. It's a shithole. The worst slum in the Eastern Hemisphere. Memories of growing up in the Redmond Barrens flash through your mind. We get it. It's a real bad place. Now, why would a little old man beg you to take him there? The dwarf standing next to her nods and jumps in. Wouldn't say. He mumbled a lot too, just kept rambling on and on about how he had to get in. Under ordinary circumstances, I never would have accepted the gig. The walled city's the last place I want to go. But the old man rolled up a truckload of Newen, and you gotta eat, right? Wu risks a glance at you. His weapon remains trained on the Shadowrunners, but a flicker of uncertainty plays across his face. Let's say we believe you. What now? The troll flashes you a smile that's all tusk and no warmth. Okay, gang, I'll tell you what. He looks at his team as he slowly starts to lower his weapon. We're all gonna put our guns down. Oh, fuck. Stay in cover. I think I can manage. I mean, I am a genius after all. Something. Oh, shit. They shot Carter in the face. What the fuck? Oh, I don't have to do that. The sound of a high-caliber rifle shots hang in the air, and the red dots of laser sights sweep over the area. Carter, the troll, and the silent elf lie dead in widening pools of blood, their heads broken open like melons dropped from a 4-story building. Descriptive. The orc girl screams from cover. Nightjar! Nightjar, come on, big man, talk to me! Gut shot? No. No! She turns to the dwarf, her eyes wild with fear. Oh shit, this isn't good! A voice blares out from a loudspeaker. This is the police. Lay down your weapons, put your hands behind your head, and come out where we can see you. Duncan Wu, Octolados. Come out where we can see you. You have 3 seconds. We have 3 seconds. Yeah, that's right, because I'm gonna fuck you up. Duncan crouches behind cover, his gaze locked on Carter's corpse. His voice comes out in a hoarse roar. Stand down, dammit! I'm law enforcement. Lone Star! Lone Star! He's driven deeper into cover by a hail of gunfire. The dwarf shakes her head at him. Her voice is flat. Save your breath. They won't listen. Use your eyes. These bastards aren't here to make arrests. A sniper shot hits the wall next to her head, showering her an explosion of plaster. Stay down, Duncan. Are you hurt? Everyone pipe down. Just give me a minute. The rat girl stares at the ground intently as if listening. Then her brow furrows, her eyes go beady, and her nose wrinkles up. She begins to sway back and forth, her lips moving soundlessly. She snaps out of the trance. Okay, I've got a way out. It's at the end of the street. Everyone come with me. Shut up, Horn. Everyone? We don't need the rent-a-cops, Gobbet. We're the only ones. Little Orc whips her head toward her friend. Their extra firepower is, I got us an exit, but we've got to get past the heat, and we can't shoot our way out of this on our own. If nothing else, they can suck up a few rounds for us. She turns to you, her pupils pinpricks of intensity. Just stick to cover and keep close. There's a door down the street that leads to a back alley. That's her exit point. You fall behind, you get left behind. Yes, ma'am. God damn. She is hard fucking core. I've got my bugs. Oh, I didn't even look there, but that's fine. That's fine. Duncan. We need to get Duncan into a good spot. You know what, I'm gonna bring my over here. Who's next? Yes. We need to bring everyone here to the car. Fuck off, dude. Yeah, you missed. You missed because you're, oh shit, we're being flanked. We're being flanked! That's not good. That's not good at all. Shoot some dude in the face. I missed. Good on me. Okay, Duncan is a better shot than I am. So, let's see if he can hit this guy. That's good. I need her. Oh, she can summon a spirit. Did you like that? Did you like the way I hit you with my magic? Was she great? He's like, ow. Oh, I think it's the, she has the power to, wait, whose turn is it? Oh, it's still Gobbet's turn. Oh, okay. Like it's still Gobbet's turn. Oh, that guy's gonna shoot me in the ass. He'll shoot me in the ass. She's our healer, so we gotta be really careful with her. Let's move over here. And there's the door. Okay, I need to bring her here because I think she can, she's like a mechanic or some shit. Yes. Yay. My dick. Oh, you healed, you son of a bitch. Ow. I don't know what he's doing. I have no fucking idea what he's doing. Whose turn is it? Who's wounded? I'm wounded. Can I do anything with this? I'm just curious. I can't. Shoot this guy in the face. I missed. I'm like 2 feet away. What the fuck? Just come over here. I'm standing in fucking the open. Let's see here. Move, God, move. Let's get close and personal with this gentleman, shall we? Oh, buddy. Yeah. Look at this. Water bolt. Ooh, what this is a water bolt. Well, I don't understand how he missed. What did he do? Someone's gotta fucking die. Hey, you killed my ghost. That's not nice. Yeah, now you're dead. How do you feel about that one? Move on up. Some of these guys are awful. Duncan's just standing out in the open. He just fucking missed. I don't know. God, they're bad at their job. Just like talking shit. You guys are awful. Let's see. I definitely would move up. Oh, there's my dog too. I should probably use him. I will in a minute. Let's keep a look at him. And we're going to fucking blast this guy. Yeah, go ahead, shoot me back. Shoot me the fuck back, bro. I'm not a ghost. I can't. That's fine. Take her this way. Because I think if I can get her, because you can actually hurt people if you're not careful. You hurt your teammates if you're not fucking careful. I have learned. Let's go. Take you over there. This guy, he's just running. He's like, ah, flankage. Oh, great, somebody's dead. Where is he going? Does he know where he's going? Oh, I half expected him to hit his friend. That shit would have been hilarious. Hey, don't touch my robot. Shit's me. Alright, Silver Wolf. Dunkin' Donuts. Bring you over here. And I want you to... Let's blast this guy. This with your sniper bullet. I missed his name. Shoot this guy. Yep. Here. Yeah, she deactivated those drones, so they shouldn't do shit to anybody. I'm like slowly but surely edging my way along here. I don't know if you want to stand there, dude. Ow. Oh god. We're gonna have her heal herself. Duncan's turn. Come over here, Duncan. She needs to heal herself because she is fucking. Oh, maybe not. Do I have a trauma kit? Don't. Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to bring you next to Duncan. Next to Duncan. Can't go out any further than that. So this is like beyond my range here. Right fucking there. Oh god. She needs to go. Because she's gonna die otherwise. She's my healer, so I kinda need her. There we go. My leg hurts. Oh, that is drama kit. Actually, we'll just fucking... I need to give it to Gobbet. No, I need to give it to Gobbet. And give her too. Because she's wounded. She fucking needs it. So she doesn't die. My leg's asleep. Ow. Ow, my leg. I love their demon just missed. Everyone's bad. We're all bad at this. Oh, you killed my fucking robot, you piece of shit. Just talking that garbage. Alright. Octa can escape. Duncan can go here. Gobbet. Gobbet can go here. Can't really see if we're like in the out. Why would you even think about using a shotgun? It was just dumb on your part. And strike! He doesn't know where he wants to be. I just love that. He's like, I don't fucking know. Did they all miss? They all missed. Oh, except for that guy. Okay. Escape. Escape. I'm just leaving. Bye, guys. Thank you for the adventure. Just like, fuck you. The rat shaman guides you from the doorway on the street through an eternity of winding alleys, damp sub-basements, that took a second, and empty buildings. Stumbling through refuse and filth, you make your way into the sewers below Victoria Harbor. It reeks down here, but it's quiet. Gobbet stops, sniffs, and wipes her eyes with the back of her wrist. Her rat squeaks softly in the folds of her clothing. The dwarf watches her silently for a moment, then moves closer and gently takes her hand. In the dim light of the sewer, you can see they're nearly the same age, no more than 20, 21 tops. What were their names? She keeps her head down and tells it to the floor. The troll you were talking to is Nightjar. He was our friend. The elf was called Gutshot. Kind of an asshole, but I didn't need to see his head splattered everywhere like that. She inhales a cleansing breath. Nightjar was a good guy. Always had our backs. Isabel's in mine. Isabel nods in agreement. Her voice is flat. Rare to find a runner that you can actually trust. She looks to her friend. Are we clear? Gobbet looks back the way we came. I think we've shaken them. She sniffs the air. Yeah, we're clear. Wu begins pacing, his boots splashing in the sewer water, creating echoes down the tunnels. You can feel the tension coming off of him in waves. This is bullshit. I'm done messing around in alleys and sewers. I'm done running from the cops. He pokes a thumb at his chest and spits his anger forth in a raspy growl. For fuck's sake, I am a cop. We noticed. There's a Lone Star Sergeant dead back there. Damn it, she was... Wu starts to choke up. He struggles against it, fighting to maintain control, but he needs a minute to recover. He finally manages to pull it together, but he's raw. When he speaks again, his voice is seething and hoarse. I don't know what the hell's going on with the Hong Kong cops, but I'm calling in some Lone Star backup from home. I'm gonna get some of my own people down here. Then we're gonna find Raymond and figure out what the hell's going on. The little orc shrugs. Whatever you say, big guy. You have fun with that. She looks over at her friend. They both nod. Izzy and I are out of here. Best of luck finding your friend. He's not our friend. He's our foster father. She looks straight at you. Her tone is flat. And he's probably a dead man. Sorry, but it's the truth. Wu isn't listening. You can see on his face that he's already written the orc girl off. He pulls a security-grade PDA from its holster on his left leg, raises it, and starts tapping the buttons with a meaty finger. The Lone Star logo on the back of the device looks shiny and official. He stops, confused, and then taps it again harder. The red flashing image on the PDA reflects in his goggles. What the hell? I'm locked out of the network. He looks up at you. My law enforcement status has been revoked. Sorry, I took time. He goes back to the screen. I don't believe it. This is saying there's an APB out on us, Octa. You and me both. This is bullshit. How do they know who we are? Wu grits his teeth. I don't know. I don't get it. Wu glares at the wall, a storm raging across his face. Fucking hell. His hand clenches into a fist around his PDA. This just keeps getting worse. He leans forward as if to punch the wall, his knuckles rapping against it softly, a pantomime of his barely constrained rage. Suddenly he turns and slings his PDA at the far wall. It hits hard, bounces back, and clatters to the ground at his feet. He looks down at it, spent. The orc mouths an okay to herself, eyebrows raised. And on that note, I think it's time for us to say goodbye. Come on, Isabel, let's... She's cut off by a sudden smashing noise as her friend's boot comes crashing down on the PDA at Wu's feet. The dwarf looks down at her work, unsatisfied, and brings her boot down again and again and again until there's nothing left but a snarl of plastic housing, broken glass, and circuit board. She looks up at Wu, her chest heaving, and points at the pile of scraps she's created. Police issued. They can trace you through that. She turns to you. Hand out. Yours too. It's on the network. I'm gonna smash it myself. We bury our own. Fuck yeah. You crush the PDA to shards under your foot while Isabel looks on blankly. Good. She looks over at Gobbet, sighs, and reaches into her jacket pocket, pulling out 2 new PDAs. She hands them to you and Duncan. Burners. I suppose it's the least we can do after you helped us back there. Thanks. Now what? Yes. Now we get out of the sewer and head our separate ways, right, Iz? Isabel isn't listening. She's staring open-mouthed at her own PDA, its bluish glow illuminating her horrified expression. Gobbet, we gotta go right now. Isabel's voice is monotone but emphatic. She holds up her PDA to show her friend. They're after us, too. Her screens display a local newscast. Your own faces stare back at you from the upper left corner of the screen. And in breaking news, just under an hour ago, Hong Kong port authorities were involved in a firefight with members of a terrorist cell linked to the mainland city-state of Henan. The battle left 3 terrorists dead, along with an unconfirmed number of Hong Kong police officers. I think we killed 2. Your image winks out, replaced by a scowling image of Duncan Wu, a mugshot from a long time ago, before Raymond. Our sources report that Seattle natives Duncan Wu and Octolados, along with their Hong Kong-based accomplices, are still at large. They are well armed and should be considered extremely dangerous. Fuck you. Low-res photographs of Gobbet and Isabel pop up on screen, replacing Duncan Wu. The color drains out of Gobbet's face. Oh shit. Kowloon officials report that the terrorist cell known as the White Star maintains ties to the state of Henan, and it's purported to be receiving weapons and funding from anti-corporate groups in the UCAS city-state of Seattle. Port authorities are standing on high alert, and the Hong Kong Police Force's Special Duties Unit has been engaged to deal with the threat. We go live now to Chief Inspector Crate of the Special Duties Unit, who will be making a statement. Behind the newscaster, a video window displays the location of your firefight in Victoria Harbor. The camera pans to Chief Inspector Crate. She is surrounded by a swarm of news reporters, but appears unfazed by the attention. She speaks with supreme confidence. We have yet to ascertain the motive for tonight's attack, but it was clearly a well-planned and coordinated effort. Crate sounds smooth, more like a corporate mouthpiece than a cop. We have already issued an all-points bulletin along with a kill or capture order for the 4 remaining terrorists, and I have instructed the Special Duties Unit to make this manhunt a top priority. She looks directly into the camera. If you should see one or more of these individuals, do not attempt to engage them. Instead, tap in the HKPF flash code on the bottom of the screen. If you are on an authorized network and take a picture, our system will automatically identify them in your data stream. The Decker switches off the newscast and clips her PDA back onto her belt. For a moment, there's no sound but the roar of sewer water rushing through the pipes. Gobbet bends over, hands on her knees, sucking wind. Her rats scurry for a new position. I thought we were fucked before. Wu's voice is eerily calm, but now we're well and truly fucked. We'll deal with it, Duncan. We always do. Wu's mouth tightens. Not this time, Octa. He begins stalking back and forth, a panther in a cage. They've labeled us terrorists, and there's an APB out on us. I've heard this kind of announcement before. I know what comes with it. It doesn't matter if we have nothing to do with whatever city-state. They're gonna hunt us down. It's open season. Isabel nudges the remains of Wu's PDA with her booted toe. And the 2 of us will be hunted down right alongside you. Gobbet wide-eyes the exits, tight as a spring. You can hear shallow panting as she leans towards one, then the other. We gotta go deep. Hit the mainland for a while until we can figure this out. Find a hole to crawl into. Gobbet looks at Isabel, wipes her mouth, and points at you and Duncan. We gotta get them off the grid too. Way off. The dwarf looks at Duncan and her large eyes narrow. Hey, Lone Star, you got a security license, right? That means that you got a sin too. Moo's brow furrows. Of course I have a sin. I wouldn't be able to get paid otherwise. Only criminals and lowlifes go sinless. She runs her hand along her cyberdeck thinking. That means that you can be traced, both of you. You get spotted by a drone or a security camera, get ID'd by a retinal scanner, or try to use your cred stick? Oh, your passport, and the HKPF will know just where to find you. Fucking bullshit. Wu crosses his arms across his chest. I know how a system identification number works, Runner. My etiquette. We're gonna have to burn our sins if we're gonna survive this. The two women nod. You got that right, Seattle. Gobbet pulls at her dreadlocks. We're just as screwed as you are. Me and Iz, we were listed as your accomplices, and we can't afford for you to get caught. You'll lead them to us one way or another. DNA samples, things we've told you, astral residue, I don't know, cop stuff. The little decker looks from you to Wu, eyes narrowed, sizing you up. You can see her make a silent decision before she speaks. Her voice is flat, resigned. We need to get your sins burned. Delete you from the record books. All of them. All of them? Whoa, wait a minute. You want us to just erase our identities? Wu rubs a hand across his scalp. Beyond the fact that it's insane, will that even work? If we burn our sins, go off the grid like that, won't they just redouble their efforts to find us? Condescension seeps its way into Isabel's dry tone. Imagine playing a game of hide and seek with a siren strapped to your head. Would you rather try and hide with the siren, or with the siren conspicuously absent? Let's just get on with it. What do we have to do? Gobbet's voice drops. We gotta ask for help. There's only one person we know who has that kind of pull it takes to burn us in and hide us from the cops. Kindly Chang. Let me guess. This Kindly Chang is some sort of underworld hardass? Like a walnut. She's what's known as a straw sandal. Kind of a middle manager for the Yellow Lotus Syndicate. Their triad. Kindly Chang controls all the illegal activity in our neighborhood. Smuggling, bootlegging, counterfeiting. Middle manager is the Yellow Lotus a syndicate or a retail outlet? Such a dick. Gobbet leans in, serious as death. Do not get the wrong impression. Kindly Chang is no bureaucrat. She controls a good-sized portion of Kowloon's underworld. She has soldiers, resources, she's smart, and she is not to be underestimated. Isabel's voice is hollow and flat. Taking favors from a woman like Kindly Chang is a good way to get yourself into indentured servitude. You don't want to owe favors to a woman like that. Her eyes get big, round. Ideally, you don't want to deal with her at all. That was Nightjar's job. Nightjar's job? You mean you work with her? What did we just tell you? She's got her fingers in everything, including brokering Shadowrunners for the Corps. Kindly Chang is our fixer. Gobbet tries to make her voice light, confident. Just stay on her good side and you'll have nothing to worry about. Now let's get this done before one of you trips the APB and brings all hell down upon us. Okay, we're gonna save it, like a smart person. And that is going to be it for today for this game. But I love this game. It's fucking beautiful. I'm gonna be saving like a crazy person, so you should get ready for that. But I hope that you guys enjoyed Shadowrunner, because yeah, this is a game I've been wanting to play for a while. Because I really like Neverwinter Nights, and also I would like to play the tabletop version because I really love D&D. So you guys tell me what you think, and I will definitely be back to play more for you. Right? Love you. Bye.